Well, we're here for a night of finishing. I don't know if this airplane's going to work. It doesn't have much compression. So I got the flaps done on this thing. This is an airplane for my friend that he built over here. Did a fairly good job, but it had some warp flaps, so I decided I'd fix them for him. And we're going to finish these flaps up tonight, or try. Now, just because I'm doing these flaps doesn't mean that you can't do your whole airplane exactly like I'm going to show you. Because it's real simple. Real simple. I don't know how long this video will go on, because we're back to that old thing we got going. Got to wait for stuff to dry. So we might get 2-3 coats of dope on it on this video, and we won't get to covering them. That'll all be done. I'm going to do the fast finishing method on this. You know, they're not going to be 20-point flaps, but they'll be white. Can't have the flaps stick out from the rest of the airplane. So I cut new slots for the hinges. I put more hinges in it. Let me get this off the bench so we got some room to work. I'd like to get it back to him this week. I'm sure he'd like it back too. I think it's only got like 5 flights on it. Come on. Okay. We're going to mix up a concoction here. That's clear dope. This is some white paint. We need a little more. Yeah. We need a little more solids in this. We're going to add some more white. Painting is a science experiment, a chemistry experiment. Humidity is 60%, so we won't be doing any clear top coat for a while until it drops down to 40%. Now, I'll get my flap holder here. The biggest thing when doing these flaps is to keep them from warping. And this is outboard here. Let's see. Okay. All right, no problem, Gary. Okay, well, we're going to sand that a few times anyway. So, I'll get out the brush. Okay, which one was I using? This was the base, and this was the underlayment. Things that make you go, There we go. Okay, this is the crude process. Hey, Jonathan. Can you use any paint? Any fuel-proof stuff, I suppose. Yeah, it's pretty rich in white, but that's okay. She's pretty rich in white. I'm going to get 3 coats of this. And we'll tissue it and do 3 more coats and then spray coat and we're done. Of course, I got to put the trim on it. I got to make it look like it was meant to be. Like I said, he's got a lot of money tied up in this airplane. He didn't want to rag. Just as an aside, if you put 1 coat on it, do not let it sit without getting another coat on the other side, because it will warp. And it warps backwards from what you think it would. You would think that it would warp this way, but no. It warps the other way because it's relaxing the ligna. Everything is ass backwards. I see that the appearance point thread is getting quite the play. I can tell you why. Wasn't my idea. I mean, I would like to see it go back the way it used to be, but it wasn't my idea. People are tired of funny business. Integrity is doing the right thing when nobody's looking. And unfortunately, there's a lot of pushing of the rules. Okay, we got 1 coat on that. Stayed straight so far. You could add baby powder to this. That's how we used to do aerogloss. We put Johnson's baby powder in it. When you sand it, it smells great. You know what? We might do that. Just to show you guys how to do it. I got some baby powder somewhere. Let's see. Baby powder. Where are you? Oh, I had baby powder. Behind here. I'll be damned. I don't have it anymore. It's probably in this shithole somewhere. Hasn't fallen off the shelf, has it? I don't see it. Well, I guess we're not putting baby powder in it. Let me look behind this. Nope. Shit, I wanted to smell that again. Come on now. I know I got it. Oh well. Won't worry about it for right now. Got a boogie on that right there. I'll have to sand off. Why the hell is that powder? Anybody can make this flap holder. It's nothing to it. Just some dowel rod and a board. Now these are foam flaps that Bob Hunt put together. And I will say this about working on foam airplanes. Don't put the first coat of dope on too thin, because it'll go through the sheeting and eat the foam, and you'll have a soft wing. So try to stay around 50-50. Don't go 60-40. I mean, 50-50 is fine, but anything less than that is not good. I'll get the wood sealed up. You know, I almost thought about putting polyacrylic on this to do a faster finish, but I'm old school, and I just, you know, once you do it this way for so long, it's just so easy to do it the way you've been doing it. Why do something different? But we got to have 3 coats of dope on this before we get to put any tissue on it. Minimum 3. Got to be shiny. I think we're going to do an experiment on covering that I haven't done in a while on this. You know, as long as I'm doing this job, I might as well experiment a little bit. We'll get these flaps shiny with the tissue, you know, before the tissue, and I'll put the tissue on with acetone. See if that doesn't help. Of course, I don't know. I don't want these flaps to warp. That's a problem we had before. Flaps were warped to beat all hell. What is today? Thursday or Friday? I got some dye coming tomorrow for my resin. And I already went to Wix for fiberglass and all that stuff. We're going to lay up a perky, I think, tomorrow. Might do some landing gear too. I got 3 landing gear molds that I can do the surface coat on them. Get them ready to go. I think tomorrow is going to be a molding day. I can do a tank, a fuselage, and some landing gear before noon. Well, them boogies on there are terrible. So I'll wait a few minutes and we'll get another coat on that. You guys got any questions or any suggestions of what I'm doing? Somebody's got to have some feedback. Too early to sand, but somehow I picked up a big booger. Got it on the flap, so I'll get it off now. I think there's boogers in the bottom of this can. Yep. We might just have to mix up some new dope. I need to make a trip over to hazardous waste and throw away about 10 gallons of stuff, thinner and old paint and shit. I got 5 gallons of nitromethane, well, 5 gallons of fuel that's no good. It lost all the punch in it. Shit, the motor won't even hardly run on that stuff. I had a guy make it for me in Ohio, and they used the wrong kind of nitro in it. The glow plugs won't even stay lit. So while I was at the Nets, I got a few gallons of Rich's brew again. So I got 5 gallons total of Rich's. And don't let anybody tell you that 22% oil runs the same as 20% oil, because it don't. At least not in my Tigers, it don't. It don't like all that damn oil. Ain't no stinking Fox 35. Yeah, this thing will be white by the time I get it covered. Got it quite rich with pigment. That'll fill the grain easier. If I could have found that baby powder, we'd have put half a cup of baby powder in this. I might look for it again anyway. Yeah, no, I can't turn it off. Only thing I suggest you paint inside in the air conditioning. And even though I paint in the air conditioning, when the humidity's up this high, I'm going to get blush. So the trick is, don't paint any clear. Not till the humidity drops another 20%. Because I don't believe that even if I added 20% retarder that we could slow the blush down in this much humidity. It's 65% right now. At 50%, you add 10% retarder and that'll slow it down. At 60%, that'd be 20%, but you might melt your airplane. Start eating up the glue joints with so much retarder in it. And that's basically all, you know, its rejuvenator is. It's just retarded paint. Well, I got a booger there too. And another booger. And we're picking up boogers off the bottom of this jar of stuff. This is going to be the last coat for these flaps tonight, because I have to wait until they dry out, sand them, another coat. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sand them, make up a new batch of base, because that's about, this base here is probably 3-4 years old. A new batch of base, and then put another coat on it tomorrow. We'll sand it, new batch of base, another coat tomorrow, then cover it. Then we'll do 3 coats of the new base on there. And I want to look around and see if I can find the baby powder to fill this thing. I don't want to spend all week finishing a set of flaps. You know, with as good as that my molding videos do, which is not very, you guys want me to broadcast that while I'm doing it or not? I mean, do you watch it? Because the molding videos don't do very good. Even Danny knows that. Like nobody wants to learn something new. Okay, that's it. I have to let this shit dry and sand it. And then recoat it. How long we got on? 30 minutes. I'd sing and dance, but that wouldn't last long. Yep, 30 minutes. I don't have any stupid pet tricks. It's just part of model airplane building, you know. I could, when this dries about 10, 11 o'clock, I could sand it and recoat it. We ain't going to stay on that long. So I don't know what to tell you. You just gotta wait. Yeah, this can is, or this dope has run its course. I guess I could strain it. Yeah, we could do that. We could strain it into a smaller container here. Let me get a strainer. And you could tell I'm a painter. There's splatter all over everything. And we save that dope. But this is going to go right in the can. I don't save these mason jars. It costs more and thinner than this jar cost to clean it. I think for the big quartz it's $16 for, they're about $1 a piece, I think. It just ain't worth it ain't worth it ain't worth doing. Shit, we need to get this to the can too. Okay, so we got 2 coats on 50/50. We're going to add some more thinner to this. The chemistry experiment. These are $1 a piece too. Ridiculous. But I just let the paint dry out in that and peel it right out. Only use 9703. Don't believe what you hear about. You can use cheap lacquer thinner, and 96, 90, yeah, 9608S or whatever that shit was. No good. All right. Shit, we used 2 paper towels. That's about $1 worth. Good enough. Okay, let's I'll go ahead and put another coat of this thin stuff on this. We'll see if it works any better. Get the brush cleaned out of all the boogies. We got time. Yeah, you can tell. It might dry a little faster with the thinner in it though. So this is the 3rd coat, but it's going to take more than 3. This is my fast finish. I don't know how many of you guys were around for my 11 days Aries, but I painted that in like 2 days. It didn't look bad. I mean, it wasn't Spirit of 52 or whatever the hell it was. 1564. Yeah, that's what it was. Spirit of 64. Been raining today, so the humidity's way up. Take these out, put them in my car, and let it bake. Now, believe it or not, this is clear. This is not white. It's clear with white pigment in it, but I added extra pigment, extra white, and it just, because I don't want to spend all week getting this done. Yeah, this is the absolute last coat for tonight. We got to sand. Let's straighten that out too. Now I'm going to give you a little insight. If this thing starts warping this way, which side do you dope on to get it warped back the other way? You get it to you dope on the long side. No, excuse me. You dope on the short side because we need to relax it to go back to the long side. These stayed pretty straight. I went through it pretty quick. Got them coated pretty good, so we got no twists, no warps, so we're good shape there. Kind of like when you're steaming, you relax the short side. I get confused sometimes. But that's all we got for this evening, 45 minutes. Any questions? I don't see how you possibly could have any questions. I've only done this 5,000 times. No, I think we're coming up on 4,000 videos now. There's enough to keep you guys busy for a while. You guys new to the channel, there's lots of video. Go back and watch some of them old hangouts. They're pretty good. Of course, remember, for members, we're going to be releasing the Stunt Flyer video magazine on Sunday again. So if you're not a member, please consider joining, becoming a member. It's $4.95 a month. I think you guys can probably do something like that, eh? Unless you're a big tipper, then you can spend the $25 a month, and that helps me out. Got no idea how much work I got to put into this to make it happen. All right. Like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you tomorrow. Fair winds, tight lines. See ya.